Welcome back to another episode of Showtime Radio Podcast. I am your host, Showtime, also known as Jenna. And before we get into this video, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, smash the notification button so you know when I drop a video. And tell a friend to pour up a drink of your choice. And tune in as we dive into these hot topics. Now, today I have my mother. Go ahead and introduce yourself because she gave me a runaround beforehand. So my mom as a guest. Was it a
runaround?
Who is Hot Tamale. Go ahead and tell them.
I am a hot tamale. Okay, I'm going to be bold today. My name is Prophetess Patrice Ambrose. I am the owner and director of Spirit of Excellence Christian Dance Studio in Brockton, Massachusetts. I am the author of Addicted to Fear, My Journey to Freedom. I am an international speaker, teacher, both in word, in life skills, and in dance. And I'll leave that there for today, y'all.
All I heard was
learning to speak our truth, ladies. I'm learning to speak our truth. That's the first time I've ever done that.
What?
Like actually, like express who I am without somebody else doing it. Like normally, I'm like, I don't want to do it. Like I don't want to say what I do or whatever. Prefer? That other people do it or me do it? Mm-hmm. Oh, other people do it. This is like the first time that I've ever like. This is gonna actually go somewhere. So this is actually the first time that.
Is it because it's a lot? Like you're like. No,
it's just weird sometimes talking about myself that way. Like yeah.
It's weird to hear my own voice.
Yeah.
Oh,
okay. But we have to introduce everybody.
Yes, we're over here.
Are you introducing yourself? Or you want me to read for you?
Hi, I'm Janelle.
My name's Jeff. This is my sister. Oh, Janelle Ariel, who is a mother, a caretaker, baker on the side.
Is it nice
full
cakes?
Time?
Nice cakes.
Nice cakes.
They are nice cakes.
Yes, and also the scrub line. Yes, body.
Oh, you're doing a scrub line? A scrub line?
What is it?
A scrub line?
Scrub line for your body.
A scrub line? Scrub line.
Holistic. Everything holistic.
Vitamins.
Natural.
Natural.
Yes.
Did you take your by the way today?
I did not take it today, thank you. But I took it the last 2 days.
I was going to say, good job.
I looked at it today, but I didn't have anything to drink, so I didn't take it. But
don't do that.
Yeah, but I did take it the last couple of days. So
I was never good at taking my my vitamins while I was pregnant.
Oh, yeah, no.
I was never good at that.
I took like 5 in a day one time.
Yeah,
missed it. But that's when they were like gummies.
Oh, I know.
Oh, the gummy ones are fun, especially when you get a little craving for like a candy. I didn't take my vitamins.
I used to just wait because I could take 3 to 4 at a time. That's not how it works, but that's how it is.
That's really not how it works.
This is not how it works at all.
I didn't have.
But you know what? I'm here for it because
you're my kids. They gave me horse pills. Them big old giant.
I don't understand that.
I don't know.
You're already throwing
this nurse
up.
tried to put it in peanut butter like I was a puppy. Like.
Just like put it in.
Who can even swallow peanut butter like a chunk of peanut butter? Like it's like so thick, and she put it in peanut butter, and I was like, "That's not gonna work. That didn't work."
What? Why is that even a thing?
I don't know. I won't tell you the rest of the story, but anyway.
And, think about people's actions. Like,
here, eat it. You'll love it. Eat it.
No.
Put it in peanut butter. It's not peanut butter. It's not Oreo.
Did she at least give you like milk or something?
No, she literally put it in. She was like, "Okay, we're gonna try it this way," and she put it took a scoop of peanut butter and put it in the peanut butter. She thought I was gonna, and I didn't. I didn't even try because I'm like, this doesn't make sense to me.
Did you know? Were you just not able to swallow it?
Yeah, because I'm not joking. Like they were this big when I had you guys. They were huge.
The prenatal vitamins?
Yeah. And you say stuff like that from then until now.
Yeah.
It makes you feel like I'm ancient because you're like back in the day.
Well, no, 5 years ago, I don't think they had. Did they have? Oh no, they had gummies.
They had
forget it.
I just
whatever. Sorry.
I'm sorry.
You're not.
So wait,
you're not that
gummies are not new.
I guess they're as new as the twins.
New to her.
I didn't have them.
You didn't have gummies?
No, I told you horse pills.
Oh yeah, I did miss that. We were just talking about. All right, guys.
Motherhood.
I wanted to pick your brain, okay, about So I've had conversations, and I also heard conversations about men being very animal-like to the point where it's in their DNA and natural for them. They can't help it with having more than one woman or being with more than one woman. Now, do you think that is, yeah.
I'm sorry.
And now, is that an actual, like, how do you...
Both of our expressions are like...
Because I'm just like, I just feel like that's a great, not even a greatly...
I think it's promoted as a cop-out.
Yeah.
I think it's just promoted as a cop-out.
Yeah.
As an excuse to not have any self-control or be respectful of the woman that you're with, honestly. It's just a lack of self-control.
Mm-hmm.
We might want to work on those fruits of the spirit. I mean, I'm just saying.
No, I agree.
Because it's not... Yeah, no.
Because, first of all, hold up. Why are you referring to yourself as an animal? Like, what?
Like
Like if it's like animal instinct.
Yeah.
You know how, like whatever.
But even like bugs and spiders and certain things in the animal kingdom have the same mate. So
yeah.
So it doesn't make any.
But
lions don't.
But lions has are they going, so for lions period, that's like them having the most kin, like cubs, so that so it goes on, that's their lineage. Are men out here going to...
Some of them are crazy enough to... Yeah.
Is it their lineage, or is it just like...
Boinky hair.
It's a pride thing. It's like,
Yeah. It's a locker room thing. But, okay, so let me add this to the conversation, right? I don't understand why the process of understanding that women have a sexual drive then gets put into a different box, like it either doesn't exist or then the women are fast. If women are whatever, then men are whatever. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, women have, it's been made out like men have this huge sexual drive. They do. But we also have our own sexual drive. And so if we not trying to do it, then, and it's not just our animalistic thing, you know what I'm saying? Then dude, get your stuff together.
That led me to another point that I had a brain fart. So I gotta go find
my ice is like...
I know. It's a little background music.
I'm sorry. Oh, I get this little sad.
That's another thing. Do you... I remember it. Sorry, the fart was over. Do you guys think that women are... what's it called? Like, they can have, like, sex with no strings attached just like men. Because women are naturally more invested. Yeah.
I think they can with the...
Do you think that there's still at the end of it, there's still like, at the end of the day, the woman will still have some sort of investment, or do you think they can just be out here in these streets? Because men...
If it's not, can I say the word?
Go ahead, we say anything.
If it's not prostitution, right? Because I feel like, I don't know because I haven't talked to one, but I feel like with prostitution... It's just a removal from the woman just removes herself and just lets her body be whatever the guy needs it to be. But outside of that, then no. Like, I feel like in a lot of ways, if women were honest, they would want that person to choose them, even though they're going into it realizing. Or they're trying to, like, backtrack. But no, I don't. I think that I don't know. I don't know what kind of feelings get caught.
I don't know. I feel like there's some women that are out there that are really, especially women that are like so focused in their career that they're just like, I just need your noodle and that's it.
I agree.
Noodle and doodle.
Noodle and doodle.
Noodle and
trademark.
Noodle and doodle.
Noodle, gotta doodle.
Doodle and leaf.
I know that women are naturally more emotional and the nurturing will make you care and loves for somebody once you get involved and stuff like that. But I feel like, especially this day and age, that I don't know, that like women are able to...
I don't think that women can't hit it and quit it.
I'm gonna put that moment in slow-mo. I got mommy to say, hit it and
quit it. I don't think that they cannot do it.
Yeah.
But I don't think that they can walk away without thinking about something that is broken. Yeah, like I mean, I don't know.
So wait, if it's good, you think they'll like want to come back and get invested?
Yeah. If it's bad, they're gonna be like, oh.
Well, yeah, that's true. But go ahead.
Well, I guess that I'm not saying that they want to go back, but I'm saying that experience is still carried in them. Does that make sense? Like, I'm not saying like
the soul ties?
Yeah, like the soul tie it is what I'm saying. Like, that's the part. Like, not that she needs to go back or whatever, or wants to go back, but there's that part of her that was torn in that moment, or I'll say connected in that moment. And so now, even if it's a bad memory, it's something she's now carrying for however long it takes her to get a chance to heal.
So you think when people say, I can just noodle and doodle, it's more of like a surface thing, but they're not really looking into like what are you doing different now that you weren't doing different before you slept with this man. So it's like deeper.
Like, I want to know, I want to be like, okay, well,
I want to know I'm sorry, I had to.
No, but like this is just me, because I'm always trying to understand people, right? But I would want to know, why are you in a space where the physical part of that is the only thing that you're saying is it? Like, why are you in that mind space? Because if sex is intimacy and not just whatever, that was my experience.
Next time
it's like an intimate, like you're literally joining your body with somebody else. Why is it within your own mind and in your own heart? Are you okay just hopping everywhere? I don't believe
I feel like that's with this new like day and age. Like,
dating is more than just being. It's not exclusive anymore. You can be dating 5 different people.
I think the value of sex itself is completely different this day and age, because it's like when you think about music, right? Back in the day, it was different, you know, like, they were, what they were talking about, but they had the decency to, cover it up.
Like, imply people, imply.
Getting stuff
Can
now.
we just imply? Can we get back to implying? I don't need to know your details.
But now it's like, it's all out there. And don't cancel me, don't drag me in the comments, because I still listen to very, very ratchet music. It is fun at times. But if we're talking about the view of sex these days, it's so out there, so blunt, so normal. It's just normal to just be casual. I feel like
it's more like it's no longer self masturbation. It's more of like I don't know. I don't know why I was there because Mom was there, but I whispered to her.
I know you did.
She whispered to them.
It's more like a communal masturbation now, rather than just being by yourself.
A communal, isn't that like an orgy or communal masturbation?
I don't know, but
it sounds
like I've never done it.
It just sounds like it.
It's just like if you're doing it this, like if people are taking it as if I can noodle and doodle, or like I can continue to move on, it's more of just, it's not the connection now. It's just, you're just pleasuring yourself, or somebody else is pleasuring you, like you would if you were masturbating, and just going on about your day.
So it's not a connection.
I see what you're saying.
Well, what do you feel about people's individual self-value and self-worth? How do you feel that plays along in people jumping around, men or female? Like,
it's hard.
What does that look like?
Now, like going back to the music, it's like, I'm sexually liberated. I'm gonna do it with this person and this person. And I still, whatever. And so for some people, they do believe that. But I feel like for other people, I don't know. I feel like sex can be an addiction. Sex can be,
it is,
a tool to escape reality, which I guess that ties into addiction, right? Because
kind of,
all different types,
But like, I feel like it definitely ties in to insecurities. Because especially, for a woman, we know what men want. Point blank period. So what do we, our last resort of what do we do, or, what can we say, what can we look like, is all sexual based, but not in a, like a soul tying spiritual connection. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but that for me goes back to like self-worth.
Mm-hmm.
It goes back to self-love.
Yeah.
Because even, sex, consensual sex, because, whatever before, but consensual sex is like going younger and younger. Mm-hmm. And I personally feel like there's no, like, especially, I'm going to talk for females, I'm not going to talk for men. For females, like you said, it's like, oh, well, the popular girl's doing it, and that's where all the guys want to be, mm-hmm. and I want to be around guys, mm-hmm. so let me go ahead and do what I gotta do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so that becomes something that gets carried into the young adulthood, and then if it's never checked, it just keeps being carried in. And so now you have people that are old enough, we'll say, right, 21, 30, whatever, who are like, this is just how I am, but their entrance into sexual relationship came from a broken place, right. Which was, I need to do whatever it is because I don't want, little Johnny to leave me, or I don't want mm-hmm. to look like I'm a prude, or I don't want to look like blah, blah, blah. Mm-hmm. And now that brokenness is just carried over into an adult person who's still reacting like the child.
Yeah.
Because as a child, I had to be whatever I needed to be and disconnect from myself and my fear of this moment so that I could play the part that the world wanted me to play.
Yeah.
And now it's exasperated.
Yeah.
And honestly, like, I feel like if people had, don't yell at her because I said this, but like if people had more self-love and respect for themselves, they wouldn't want to place their body in every position across the world.
No pun intended.
No pun intended. Well, pun intended. I don't even care. Like,
that was good.
And I'm not a prude. Don't let the jacket fool you.
I think I just got what she said. It's a Flips jacket.
Don't let the jacket fool you.
As I was saying,
there's a time and a place for sex. It can be wild and crazy. I'm married, whatever.
I feel like, especially, I'll keep saying in this day and age because I'm in this day and age.
Mm-hmm.
You saying this day and age makes you sound seasoned.
I know. I'm 24.
You're an old gal.
You're halfway to 50.
Look what maturity will do to ya.
Oh
I'm in this day and age. 24, guys.
Wow.
Gives you the runs.
It gives you the runs. Yeah, it does.
Oh, man.
Nothing like a good poop to end your day. But that's besides the point. What's it called? I forgot the point.
Can I make a point?
Go ahead.
Oh, I love this one. And this is going to be good for all of you that are, in this day and age. Let me tell you something, dudes. I'm going to tell you something. Men's libido is high as the sky in their like teen 20s, whatever. But as they get older, watch out, dudes, because the way women are running in this day and age, they gonna want to let you reap what you sow. Because women switch and our libidos go up at 40, and good luck to you if you don't keep up or get yourself together. I'm just letting you know.
Sexually liberated.
I'm just letting you know because they, you can't just go off and run like to your first point, like guys in the animalistic. You want to say it's animalistic. That's because women are building during that time in their life. We're building. We're trying to figure it out. And then hormonal, our bodies, both men and women bodies change. I personally think that it was God's gift, so nobody would ever be at like that same like whatever peak. All right. But to keep it flowing. But when y'all get older, check yourself when you're younger, because when you get older, you better be able to roll, or you might reap what you sow. That rhymes.
I feel like the closest thing to the same peak is the honeymoon stage. That's for personal experience. I feel like because
being together.
Yeah. The same sexual peak, because this person's new, this is great and stuff like that. I feel like that's the closest thing, but I definitely agree with you on the building. I never thought about that. Mm-hmm. When you're young, you building yourself up alone is tiring. It's playing a part into that. And then if you're a mom, you got kids, or if you're not a mom and you're working on your career, you're doing that, and then it's tiring. I never thought about that.
Yeah.
What do you guys think about, since we're on this topic, we'll eventually move on, but
whatever.
You know me, I love talking about sex. It's just so much fun.
Help me, Jesus.
Hey.
You don't break out visuals, we'll be fine.
No visuals.
Oh my god.
No visuals. When you were talking about in every position all around the world,
I didn't mean it like, okay.
Yeah. I was like...
Well, I did mean it like that, but I didn't mean that was not a, okay. Never mind.
So, waiting to have sex until you get married. Do we agree? Do we...
I agree. As a person who did not wait, I agree. Totally 100%.
Yeah.
It's just a lot of baggage that comes with it. It's fun, it's great, but then also it's just like, what else are you saving that's supposed to be special for your husband for? Like, I wasn't a virgin when I met my husband, and he was. So it was a special... I know, right?
I never... That is beautiful.
Are we supposed to be saying that?
Sorry. But, I mean, it's a known thing.
Nobody knows who her husband is.
I'm just messing with you.
I was like, I stopped for a minute, and I was like...
Uh-oh.
Wow. Oh, that's beautiful.
So... That but I was not. It was still special, but I felt afterwards, like years goes by, and you actually get married. Like, oh, one, we could have waited, and two, not saying I couldn't have waited, but I mean, it happens. But it was more. It was a special. It was special for us because it was our first time together, but it was more special for him. And I just wish we both were special together.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys are special.
Thanks. But also opens a can of worms of what you did down your road, and then what you did down your road, and do I have to worry about this person? It just brings unnecessary thinking and what to do and why. And if you don't open that can of worms, you don't even have to worry about all the diseases or whatever you
spiritual cleansing,
right? You don't have to worry about nobody else's stuff in your business,
See, that's the thing, though. My thing is, I definitely agree. So I agree and I don't agree. I agree with, it both being special and having something to give to each other that nobody else has. I agree with that. Beautiful. But I also think, all right, boom, it's the wedding night or whatever, whenever you guys decide to do it after you guys get married. And it's just what is this? And you never seen your person naked, and you're like, what is that? And then y'all do it, and it's I can't train you. What? And then if it's you,
are you talking as both versions, or one's a virgin and one's not a virgin?
Well, I mean, it is a little easier if both are virgins.
Yeah.
But what if, I'll just use me for example. So what if I waited, and the person is just no. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, let's be realistic. Other than seeing their personal parts, right?
Yeah.
We all have summertimes. You done seen everything but the business. They come in different colors. It's the same color as the one you have.
But their parts are
about bathing suits, guys.
I'm just
bathing suits, nude bathing suits. But what if their package is small or I'm just saying, I don't know. I just feel me personally, I don't gotta try the whole everything in the fridge, but I might take some grapes and take a banana and maybe try and land on a grapefruit.
Them grapes and banana are so good when they give you gas and got a little pesticides, and you would be in the boom boom.
Okay, why did I gotta go to all that?
Because speaking as somebody who's been married a long time, right? It's not even me. If I could go back and have us both be the beginning of our sexual experience period, I would go back and definitely 150% do it. I would go back and just do me, even if I couldn't go back and do him, because I know that
wait. When you say
yeah, be quiet.
You were
dumbass. I'm sorry. I didn't mean it.
That's what she said.
That is what she said.
No pun intended.
Did she do that on purpose?
I did it.
Guys, I just want to tell you real quick.
I'm fair-skinned.
I couldn't wait to get my mom on the show because we are literally like night and day. And I was like, I'm gonna get her on the show and make her feel uncomfortable, and it's gonna be the best conversation ever.
She be coming off with this stuff.
I know. And she's actually thriving, and I don't know if I'm happy or not happy because this is not the turn on.
I didn't mean it.
I love it. I love it. I'm gonna put all the things you say in slow motion, so it's extra funny.
I forgot. What did you just say?
She said something about
if I could go back and me be a virgin.
That's not what she said.
That's not what I
said. Do herself and not do him. Something like that.
Do him myself.
Yeah. That's what I heard. I heard do it and stuff.
Look at him. He's trying to call in right now.
Like, turn the camera off.
We're not taking callers.
Turn the camera off.
All right, good.
I can't take callers right now, babe. I'm on the show. I love you. Bye. Properly saying what I'm saying, right? Taking him out of the equation and just focusing on myself. Okay, so I would go back because I know, good.
I thought you were talking about. Are you talking about masturbation?
No, I'm talking about having sex with a person, not myself.
No, don't do this is what she meant by that. It's gonna be something completely different.
Because I had to go through a season of praying and just like spiritually cleansing myself of other people's stuff, because sex, it really is a joining of two people, two souls, two spirits. And I don't get why, if people won't wear each other's drawers in the street, why are you going to wear why are you going to be able to go ahead and put anybody's stuff in your stuff? You ain't trying to wear his drawers, but you got his stuff up in there anyway. Mm-hmm. Clean the stuff. So you got to clean your stuff. Emotionally, you have to clean. Mm-hmm. Spiritually, you have to be cleansed. Physically, you have to be cleansed. So for me, even outside of him, if I could go back and be like, yo, no, I'm good, right? So I didn't have to go through all of that cleanup and all of that shame or doubt that I felt about certain experiences, whatever. I'd go back 100% and be like, nah, good, I'm good with that. It's not worth it. And the other part is, like, sexually as marriage, people are always like, oh, you're married and then no, as married people, you gotta keep spicing up your marriage life. You gotta keep spicing up your bed. Both man and female. First of all, man, I'm gonna stay on this one, okay? Learn that your woman has needs, so handle that need however she needs it, and then both of y'all will keep growing together. Yeah. Size, whatever. How you handle the stuff is how you handle.
Size doesn't matter?
I don't know if I think size doesn't matter.
It matters how big.
What are we doing? Oh, I've never thought about that or heard that, because it's usually the like people like, oh, does size matter? Like when women ask or guys ask, like, does size matter? But I never thought like
the butthole guys. Never mind.
Oh, I thought you were talking about buttholes. I was like, no, we're not talking about buttholes.
No, not buttholes. I'm talking about butthole men. I'm not gonna
but like,
butthole men ask if size matter?
Well, I feel like men who are
Mm-hmm.
constantly trying to find, this is only my opinion.
Don't cancel her.
Don't cancel me yet.
That's my mama. Don't cancel me yet.
This is my only opinion on this, is because dudes will try to go get younger girls because they're always trying to get that virgin. Because women's bodies change just like men's bodies change. Mm-hmm. And so once you break the seal, it's broken. And so they try to go and try to break a seal, trying to have that experience over and over again. Yeah. Which is like, dude, but were you worth the experience? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you want to break a seal. Why you need to break the seal? Why can't you just, fit anywhere you go?
Why are you breaking the seal and you already you had your turn? Don't be selfish.
Right?
Yeah. That's selfish.
Giving out advice. Oh, well, warm baths can, tighten the girl.
Just do your Kegels. You'll be fine.
Do your Kegels and get yourself a better man.
Right now.
Right? All the time.
And 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and hold and 5 and 6 and 7, 8 and hold.
You see that girl on TikTok? Every so often, did you follow her?
Which one?
TikToks. She's like, all right, Kegel check. You should count. But you have to hold your Kegels while she counts. And then she's like, all right, continue scrolling. And I was like, I like that. Thank you.
Wow, that's very smart.
Wow.
I'm gonna start.
I don't know if I'm just a bad wife or just don't give a darn, but I don't do Kegels all the
But-
time. Anytime you girls mention it, I focus like by myself. I got quiet, right? I was like,
But you know,
Am I doing it? Am I doing it right?
drinking all this water
uh-huh.
and having to go to the bathroom like that, I thought I was great at Kegels. My Kegels are like subpar because I be like just not making, like I make it to the bathroom just a little bit.
Yo, it's no joke, man.
Trying to pee.
I peed on
try
myself
not to
on
pee.
the way to the bathroom.
I have to. Oh, yeah. Anyway,
Yeah.
here's my question. Did you notice that after? I don't think everybody wants to know this, but girls, you should know this. Do you notice that after having a bit, like pushing a bit? Well, you were close. So pushing a baby out, right? When you pee, you push with the wrong muscles now. I just realized that my kids are in their 30s, y'all.
Wait, we're pushing with the wrong muscles.
Yes. Wait, what muscle?
When you pee, try to focus not to bear down anymore and just relax and let it come out.
Is that
Yes!
why? Because I be trying to pee and I'm like, I know you're in there.
That's why it's stagnant, because we're pushing with the wrong muscles. I just found that out. Like,
If they
this
broke
last
us,
year.
My mind is blowing like, huh?
We just well, normally we're just running to the bathroom and we're just
Yeah.
like ready to go so bad we just squat and just
like us.
push as fast as we can. And then one day I was like, wait, why is it so like loud and forcul like this? But then sometimes it's just like, and I was like, wait, and I started to like switch which muscles I was using and noticed that I was definitely pushing with the wrong muscles. I was pushing with the muscles like a baby needed to come out.
You just use your Kegels muscles and just
Yeah, but I don't want to be pushing out with the Kegels. That's not it.
To switch though.
There's
Yeah.
just too much going on.
Yeah, you like
in the
pull
moment.
in and let the pee come out regularly
But
instead of bearing down.
okay, but in the moment of running to the bathroom and then your butt is finally
Well,
hitting the toilet,
not those
I
moments.
can't. I was about to say I can't. You guys
just
are
happy
talking.
I got
I'm
my
trying.
I just
to
told you
envision
my oldest
brain.
is 32, guys, so I just figured this out.
Like, how am I gonna do this? It's a whole new way of living. I'm not
just-
ready.
Just happy I got my panties down and
I'm
it's
just-
right
right.
tire.
Yes.
Yo,
Especially
man.
like
That
It's
is
like-
the worst.
Do you guys ever run and just stop and sit down?
No, because if I sit, it's going to come out.
No.
Because it gets worse as soon as you get to like the parking lot
Oh.
of where you're going. You're like,
It gets worse.
It gets
like,
as soon as you get closer to the
to
bathroom.
toilet.
Yeah.
Your body's like, work
Go
it
now. Go now. Go
It's
now.
so
do
bad.
it. Do
No,
it.
I have sat on the steps. I have sat on the floor.
And peed?
No, not peed,
Oh.
but just like, you know,
Mommy.
I'd be like,
use them Kegels.
right.
So you use
and
your
I
Kegels.
and I'm like, I try to pull it up again.
Don't.
And then I'm like, okay, I think I can do it. And I'll take off running, and sometimes it works, but it doesn't always work. But and then you
How
just
many
like barely
times-
get there.
How many times
Oh my
do you have
gosh,
to
like the
pee?
time.
Huh.
I'll share that later.
Okay. I was like, yeah, go on. How many times do you have to pee before you go to sleep?
It depends on how much water I drink that day. Like
Yeah.
if I drink my water later than I should, because
Yeah.
I'm trying to drink X amount of bottles of water a day. So if I start earlier, then no. But I do have to get up and pee, and that makes me upset.
You have to get up and pee?
I do.
Really?
But that's because I drink a lot of wine at the end of my day.
That's
so
not
I'm
mine.
like,
Oh, she said that's not why.
she was like,
That's not why.
stop.
No.
I'll hold it. I'll
good.
absolutely hold it. If I can hold it, I'll hold it. In like if
You can hold it from like if you feel it that night into the next day.
In the
No,
middle of
pee,
the night, I
like-
can.
yeah.
Whoa.
If I pee and I'm like get up and my body's like get to pee and I'm like I'm tired,
Yeah.
so I'm gonna stay asleep.
Yeah.
And I do, and I'll wait until I can no longer have to sleep that I will get up and pee.
Yeah, when it's like, okay, either you sleep or you pee because you're not sleeping
Yeah.
while you need to pee, and I'm like, fine, we'll go now.
Yeah,
Laundry
that's
day
me.
is not until next
Yeah,
week.
You
Yes,
know,
I got it.
fine.
If my eyes are awake, if my eyes are open, if my eyes are open, I have to pee. I pee like 3 to 4 times before I have to go to sleep, like I'm pregnant or something.
Yeah. Well,
But I do my Kegels. I just think
There's probably like different Kegels, just like there's vagina.
but your kids are new
yoga,
too,
there's
so your
vagina,
body is still moving
workout,
back in
yeah.
place. You're still readjusting. Like, I feel like I have to pee all the time. But then, if I'm really, really busy, I can go for a very long time and forget. And then it's like, bam! You have not peed for 6 hours. And I'm like, oh.
Oh, yeah.
And then I'm like, where's the bathroom? Where's the bathroom? like the other night after Bible study, I had like been at the studio since like 4, and Bible study was over. It was like after 8, and it was like boom, and I was like, how long have I been here? I haven't gone. And I like ran to the bathroom.
That'd be the best. I would let out a loud like sigh of relief.
Oh yeah. 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 Women pee and poop, guys.
Women pee and poop. Oh my gosh. Have you guys ever like in the whether it's at the beginning stage or, well, you don't fart, so you definitely have noticed or felt this, but like your stomach will hurt and you will get cramps because you held in your farts from them because you don't want to fart in front of them.
I was traumatized by my parents because my parents don't allow farting or burping.
This is just
or anything of bodily functions
to
happen. So I was told not to.
See what you did.
And my stomach turned.
The truth comes
really
out tonight.
Until Thaddeus liberated my stomach. Was like, I can hear it in there, and I'm like, you can't hear nothing in there.
That's
and he pushed on my stomach until I farted, and that's how I was like, oh, we're gonna do this. Fine.
That was beautiful.
Right?
Oh, that was so sweet
together
for you.
Ever since.
Yeah, they are a farting family.
It is a farting
family. Okay,
family.
first of all, let's just establish that I did not say you could not burp or fart. I just said take your butt to the bathroom.
Who has time for that? And first of all,
if you got time to suffer sitting on the couch, you could have went to the bathroom and been back by now.
It gets in your
but that's true.
That is very true.
Oh my gosh, have you ever had to open your like the back of your pants? Like you were gonna fart.
Well, you see, go to the bathroom.
I know, but like sometimes. Okay, guys. All right.
I don't want to be smelling your butt.
Don't. Oh, I got sidetracked. Make sure if leave any kind of comment in the comment section below if you agree with anything that we're saying, if there's anything that you want me to discuss, if you want me to bring them back on it, all of us discuss things together. Positive, please. This is a positive channel, but I would love to hear your stories and experience of all the stuff that we talked about. Okay.
Yeah,
now listen, guys.
Like us, don't watch.
What?
Oh no! If they don't like us, they do watch.
Yeah.
You don't like us.
Haters
you watch.
are my motivators.
Oh yeah. Okay. If you hate us, just keep it to yourself.
Yes.
Talk trash.
I won't
in
read your comments. But thank you for watching. What's it called? What was I gonna say? All right, so don't drag me for this, guys, because I know somebody out there has done this.
What? Okay? What did you do?
I actually forgot what I was gonna say. Hold on, brain fart. What was I gonna say?
See,
you ever like lift your butt cheek?
Oh, I've done
and
that.
And it just like so, well, it goes.
Yeah. Oh my god, you ever like?
I would like to go on record because I feel like I was misrepresented.
I
here.
like those.
I have farted.
Mom, you're not a farter. Okay?
I'm 30 years, but 31 years old.
Okay, I just have not farted in public, but I've had all these experience.
Okay, have you experienced of saying, okay, I gotta fart? Like I was saying to Levin, I turned the other way. I got up. I was like, I have to fart. He was like, it's okay, go fart. I was like, are you sure? And he was like, yeah, just do it. I was like, okay. And then I was talking to him.
Did you regret it afterwards?
Yeah, because it was like, and we were just looking at each other, and I was just like,
that's so cool.
No, I mean, well, actually, it kind of was a little
so
cool. It was just like,
appreciate those things.
I didn't know, like, my butt, like, if my butt is talented. I got a talented booty. Like, it literally just hit different notes I never knew my butt could reach. Like, and I'm just staring at him in his eyes, and he's staring at me, and I'm just like, I'm so sorry. I think that's what I was gonna say. That's what I was gonna say, guys. Oh, and also sometimes farts are fun. Like you cannot tell me farts are not fun. They made the farting toy when you put your fingers in that. And that looks so wrong.
You know what you look like right now, don't you? Please stop doing it.
Do you know what you look like when you're putting it in?
Oh my god.
But they make farting toys because it's funny, and the whoopee cushion, because farts are fun. Farts are fun, Mom.
Come on,
we're trying to convince
say free.
Farts are fun.
I'm not gonna fart.
Come on, let it rip right now.
That's the best you're gonna get.
I'll hide behind you. I'll pretend to be. I'll make the sound. You just do the movement.
Sorry. I have mastered. Nope, not gonna say it that way because I keep saying things incorrectly.
I love it. Say something
else.
What
you master with your booty cheeks? What did you master?
Oh yeah. What have you mastered with your booty cheeks?
I can't.
Yes, you can. Tell us.
That's what Obama said. No, that's what Eddie Murphy said. Yes, we can.
Yes, we can.
I've mastered being able to fart in public without making a sound. I've mastered being able to walk and fart without making a
I'm never
sound.
walking behind her ever again. Now that I know that, I'm never.
Right, I've mastered being able to without.
That. It don't work. You have to be like a Japanese
that's the thing I'm not going to say.
25 years.
Whoa, what are you into?
The universe needs to hear about you mastering
that. I don't know. I'm gonna have to turn this camera off and school me or something.
It's so like I tried it.
I won't let myself die of cramps. I'll either remove myself or I will slowly let a very long stream come out until it's out without making a without making a pee.
So like if you're home alone, do you still
like? Oh, if I'm home alone. If I'm by myself, I fart. Like,
do you lift up a leg and just?
I've done it.
Crank it.
I'm gonna put a camera here. Just
lift up a leg or a cheese or something. I don't know.
Do you don't remove yourself from the same room that you're in?
Oh no, because it's my fart. I'm not offending
nobody.
You ever
farted so bad you're like you have to remove yourself from the room?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
when I was
in
pregnant.
a minute. Like I'll be back.
Well, COVID took away my smell, so I haven't been able to smell anything in 2 years. So I can fart anywhere and never know it.
I'm gonna fart around her and see. One day she's gonna know.
No, I can
like,
smell
your
that.
Fart is back. I mean, your fart is back. Your smell is back.
Huzzah! Huzzah!
Like, if I go to the bathroom, I don't even know why we're on this, okay? But if I go to the bathroom and if I know by the way my
count.
No, but listen, you hear me out. If I know by the way my stomach feels that's probably really bad smelling.
Oh, smell.
Like for for Drew to come in the room afterwards, like you might not want to go near there. Like, let me turn the fan off first and let the fan handle it. Cause like I can I'm like, okay, I feel like that's gonna be like bad smelling. Yeah, let me leave that.
You ever know one was bad smelling and you did it anyways because you wanted to know what it smelled like?
Fart or poop?
Fart.
Yeah.
You're like,
no.
And you're like, that one stank. That's a good one.
No.
You're like farting and be like, I wish somebody was here.
No.
Maybe when I turn 70.
Farting when we do our fart wars.
When I turn 70, maybe I'll be like, okay, guys. I'm ready.
I'm ready.
I don't even think I've trained
20 years from now, I'm gonna forget.
But no, you're never gonna forget that. But I think I've trained myself so much not to fart in public that I've honestly been like, okay, just do it, and I mentally cannot. Like, I mentally could not.
Mom,
like you being like, let's all fart right now. I could fart right now if I left the room. I probably would have to fart, but like together, I couldn't do it. Like,
I think it would be a bonding experience. Wouldn't you guys like?
How long are you willing to wait? I'm not willing to wait all night for it because I can't do it. I'm trying to tell you. Like I've focused so much on not doing it. Now I have tried to be like, oh, you can, and I can't.
All right. Let's get off.
Anyway, let's get off
these farts. All right. So as we begin to wrap up this episode, I feel like we should end with something of substance. our farting charade. Okay. Why is it so hard, especially for women, to say no? I mean, it can be for both men and women. It can be more if you're like a giver thing, but I'm sitting with two overgivers, which
dang.
I
thought we were here for, and right? All of a sudden, I was like,
no, but I mean, I know there's a lot of people that could find like value and some substance off of
This is a setup.
Oh, I thought you told me to set up.
I know. I was like, oh my gosh, she's getting aggressive. What's in your cup?
Juice, ice, and no more ice, water juice because my ice is
Arizona. Do you want me to get you some ice?
Nah, but it's whatever. No, the ice made it.
The Arizona's going to her head.
Arizona.
But no, seriously, like, and also too, knowing that it's okay to say no and be selfish. We were having that conversation in the car when you were saying like, oh, I learned, how to be like Jenna, and I'm like, oh, being like Jenna sometimes is not so. The old Jenna, guys, this Jenna is just
this
fabulous. But that's not so. Oh, okay.
We go ahead. We love you. Always loved you.
You're the worst. You're the worst. But no, seriously, like knowing the balance of when to be selfish and when not to be selfish. But what is the reason, like personal experience or just personally how you feel of if it is hard to say no versus yes or whatever the case may be? And I want Nelly to go first. Because this is a setup. No, I'm just kidding. It's not a setup. It's not a setup. I just like picking your brains about a lot of stuff.
Apparently, I am a.
Hi, my name is Nelly.
I was just gonna say.
Hi, my name is Janelle, and I am a people pleaser. And from what I would say, it's because I used to say it's because I like to help, but apparently, it's from not being always wanting to make sure everybody is okay in doing something over than yourself. What's that called? Something else. I don't know.
Self-sacrifice?
No, that is got a good word for it. He always says it, and I block it out because I don't like the word.
Well, now we know why we don't know it.
Right. But it's more of, I don't want people to feel left out or bad that I can't do anything for them. So then I do it.
Do you feel left out and bad?
I was just about to ask that. Is it because of personal
I think it's like being the giver, not the giver. What is it called?
I don't know. Don't worry.
Peacemaker, giver, I don't know.
Standing in her.
Standing. We're just going to make up words.
Standing in her.
Stinner.
I'm a stinner. It's the stinner effect.
Dinner effect.
But like, was there a moment in your life that you can be like, this is when I chose to be that person for everybody else?
No, because I think I've always was that person.
Yeah.
So
yeah, you're my kid. So
I just think that I just became part of who I am, and then a trait that everybody expected from me. So.
Oh no, that makes me so sad.
So I don't want you to feel sad.
But is that?
I think we should feel sad. Though.
Yeah, because no one should have to do.
I don't think you should.
I think we should
like
feel sad
stuff for people.
Not for
but you said it expected. So it's like, is it something you genuinely enjoy, or do you enjoy it because, or do you not enjoy it, or do you enjoy it because
I think
it's sometimes.
I think it's like 50-50. Like times I'm just like, no, I don't want to do it. Other times like, I could do it.
But do you say no when you don't want to do it, or do you still do it?
I think.
Don't lie. Millions of people are watching.
That's off the science.
Come on, Janelle.
Watching.
Tell us the truth of your nice cakes.
Tell us the truth.
I
your nice cakes.
I do it when I don't want to do it. Do I still say yeah? Yeah. Why? Because if the person really needs it and I know they need it, then I'm going to do it.
Wow.
My hands are hot.
Yeah, the wine will do that to me. I'm over here dripping booby sweat.
Oh my gosh. You should cut that out.
I'm not. We're going to keep it all the way 100 on this show. Booby sweat. And booty sweat too. Booty sweat. You know your vagina sweats.
It does.
Yeah. I'll be working out and like, this is so embarrassing. We'll get back to the substance, guys. But I would be working out and I'll get up from a machine and there's just the vagina line sweat and I'm just like running to go get a wipe. Because I know people are not going to want to like, I don't want to sit on that.
It be happening during church. Like you ever sit down?
Yeah, on the chair. You be like, so you scoot your butt and then you stand up so your butt wipes off the sweat line. I'm glad I'm not the only one. I knew I wasn't the only one.
I thought I peed on myself when I was pregnant because I didn't know your back of your knees could sweat.
Oh,
or I don't know if it was my knees or my vagina, but it was a very hot day that day. It was like my grandma's funeral and I was like, did my water break or am I peeing on myself? And it was just like sweat dripping down my body.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I was like, where did it come from? My knee, my butt cheek? I don't know.
Show yourself.
Everything.
It just, I was like, okay,
yeah.
Stop my water.
You didn't get off the hook.
What'd I do?
Your turn.
Wait, what do you want to know?
About the no.
The no. I'm
like knowing what. Well, you're in a different season. You two are in two different seasons right now. Right now you're like, no. I'm living my hot girl summer.
No. Am I? No.
I'm gonna sit down. It's cold outside.
I do got a jacket.
Put on.
She's living a lukewarm fall.
No, I ain't lukewarm. Lord will spew me out. Let me be hot or cold.
Nice warm fall.
This guy was like, stay your butt outside. You want to be a hot girl summer all day? It's winter now. No, you can stay outside.
Yep.
His girlfriend's like this. I want to come inside now. Nope.
No, you may not.
I'll open the door when it gets hot again. How about that? Catch me outside.
Catch me outside. How about that?
You gotta cut that out. Anyway, so for me, I'm very clear when I chose to become the peacemaker of my family now. And I was like 5 or 6 years old. I was turning 6. And so I know that at that moment, because there was so much going on in my household, that I chose to be the person that everybody could come to, that everybody could depend on, because I felt like that's what everybody wanted and needed but wasn't getting.
Yeah.
And so I was going to be that place of peace for everybody else. And now looking back and going through my journey in the last couple of years and kind of realizing that, I'm like, oh crap, like that's a lot to carry. And I was never honest with myself about what I was actually feeling or what I needed, because I always believed that if I could just make everybody else happy or peaceful or get, be there for them, then that would make me peaceful, because I felt like my nerves or whatever were outside, like everything else that was around me. Yeah. And then becoming a mother, it exasperated that by a bazillion times worse, because now I have these people that I've created, and all now I want is to make sure that they're always at peace, that they're always getting what they need, that they're like, so like I just like focused on all of you guys and dad and then everybody else that was already there before you guys. Until recently, and now I'm at a point where I'm like, looked around and I'm like, had a few experiences, not just like with what I learned from you, but also from other people having boundaries and realizing like, yo girl, you ain't got no boundaries. You have no boundaries. Like, and then, so learning that I didn't have boundaries, but other people had them that I had relationships with and did not care about how they affected me. Like their boundaries are like, this is my boundary and you're going to respect it. But they were okay with me not having boundaries and just disrespecting my space at any point. You know what I mean? Like even in moving in the house and, having that space where people are just not coming and going as they please. So learning boundaries, and then realizing also, where did that go?
we going with the flow, baby.
And then realizing now going back and being like, okay, well, what did I really feel? Yeah. Do I really want it? And then also learning that a lot of times, like when you said like, well, if they really need it, I'm finding that a lot of times people don't really need what they say they need from people who don't know how to say no. They just know you don't know how to say no. Yeah. So they're going to ask you however many times they have to, or give you whatever they do or whatever. But I found that when I did start saying no, or I started like all of a sudden people were capable of doing all the things that I was doing all the time. I'm like, I was pissed.
That's another thing. So like,
I was pissed.
By saying no and now knowing that too, by always being the go-to, is that helping somebody that you love because you think you're helping them, or is it? No, it's not. No. I learned for different people at different times along the way. Like I remember it was one Christmas, it was after Christmas, so I'm not a bad mom. It was like going into like in between, and they had this like woman's like shut-in at the church. And all the family had been together. It was overwhelming. Nana was there, Kiona was there, all the kids, like everybody was there. For so long, it was like a week or whatever, and I just went and I dropped somebody off at home, and I drove to the church and just shut myself in and didn't come home. I was just like, I can't do it. I'm burned out. I can't do it. And I think that's when I first started being like, let grown folks be grown. Yeah. Especially, if anything, Patrice, take the grown folks off of your plate. Like because grown people make the choices they want to make. And then if those choices don't work out, then they go to the people that don't know how to say no and want you either to listen to their story until they do the same thing again, or they want you to fix it. Either way, you're grown. Yeah. Choose to do you, boo. Like, you ain't over here paying my bills or fixing my messes. I got to fix mine and handle yours. Ain't nobody got time for that. I agree. I feel like, and the older I get, the more I realize, too, is that life happens so fast. So fast. And it's and it seems... as time goes on, people go younger and younger. And so I feel like it's so important for especially women, because right out the gate, we're caretakers, we're nurturers, we're responsible for way more people than just ourselves, to really realize, especially when it comes to grown people that are around us that we may love, that, you gotta let them do them, because hello, you living for them and them and them and them and them, and then you have this much of living for you, and then when you go, it's like you didn't live. Like your experience here, God allowing you to come here and experience what He had planned for you to experience. You were just kind of like, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna do your job essentially, and just worry about these people and take care of these people instead of letting God be God, or whatever you view the universe or whatever.
It's all Jesus.
It's all the same. So.
Yeah.
But let whatever you view be whatever it is, and just and live your life. And there's and the boundaries thing. There's the boundary of I'm loving and I'm helping, but I'm not taking the situation and making it my situation, or being, I want to say overbearing, because it's not in a bad way of approaching the situation, but in a way of like
controlling,
controlling,
but not
trying to control,
mean way.
But out of a loving way.
Yeah.
And I feel like, especially for women, that's a hard thing to do, and it costs us so much of our life till we get to a point where we're just like, you know what?
Yeah.
I focus on me, but how many years goes by before you're actually like, I want to focus on me.
Yeah, I think too, and I hope this is helpful, like for young moms or whatever, is for me to look back and be like, my kids were capable of way more. Not that I gave them credit for, but that I was afraid of. Mm-hmm. Because we're always trying to protect them. Like, even when you look at a little baby, like, you'll keep like helping them get on the couch until you're not there and they want something that's on the couch and they get up and do it themselves. And we walk around and you're like, wait a minute. Yeah. How you can do that? Exactly. Yeah. But like, we don't, like, we're always like, what they say, helicopter, whatever. So like, now that I'm older, I wish I knew when I was younger, of course, that I wish I had raised you like I was a guide and not that I was your mother. Because the way the world has made mothers, it has made us into these superheroes that are non-existent. It gives us doubt and shame consistently, because we're constantly failing some imaginary thing that we're trying to attain that is not attainable, because we're not God, we're not perfect. And I wish that I was more of a guide and just kind of gave you guys the wisdom that I could have given you and let you like experience life, your failures, all of that. Because I remember Jasmine had told us one time, Dad and I, she was like, you never let us fail. That was the worst thing that you did. And I was like, and Dad and I at first we were like, how dare you? Like, we spent all our lives trying to make sure our children
trying to let you fail.
Didn't fail, and
you're welcome.
In my face, you won't say you didn't let me fail. But when we sat back and we had that conversation with her about it, and we understood, we didn't teach you guys to fail because we did not ever want y'all to feel pain. Like Dad and I, we went through so much as children that when we got together and we decided how we were going to raise our family, we wanted to make sure that you guys had everything and that you felt loved and that you felt protected and that you felt supported and you felt like you had stability in the home as best as we can, even though we bombed that for a while. Oh, Jesus. But anyway, as best as we could for a while. Oh, God.
Sure, right? In your cup.
But, looking back now, being able to give myself permission to be a woman who still needed to learn herself and to be a woman, who had children and a husband who she should have been just supporting and helping to guide instead of trying to protect everything and control everything, and then going to bed crying because I felt like I failed constantly. Like, I remember there was the whole tutu thing with Crystal. Go ahead. So yeah, I'll finish this really quickly. So when Crystal got upset the time over the tutu or whatever, and I literally spent the entire night going to about 6 stores trying to find a tutu, which for the first time in life, there was no tutus. I mean, I went from town to town looking for a tutu, stopped at Nana's, got the stones and the glue. I was stones and the glue, went home, stoned out the tutu, stoned out the everything, right? And she like says to me the next day, she's like, Mom, she's like, I still love you when I'm mad at you. And I was just like, yeah. But then I had to think about that later. Why do I need to go above and beyond when somebody's upset? Like, I am excessive about making sure that people are not upset with me or feel like I love them, like know that I love them. And, you know, and recognizing in my own life relationship, because people that love me, who I know generally love me, when they're upset with me, can be disengaging with me or abandon me. And so I think part of that is me like now being overly, you know, if you're upset or sad or whatever, and I have anything to do with it, like it just tears me apart till I have to, like, you know, shop at 22 stores and make you, and make you happy.
Something light, you know,
right.
Super
22
casual.
stores, and then make sure
I
it's
started my
design.
Christmas shopping in June. How about you?
Oh, I'm almost done.
Do you really? Oh, I can't wait to do that.
I know. I'm like, is it
almost-
November yet?
I'm
Because that's
almost
when I'm
done.
getting started.
I should try to start.
No, that's new me, honey. That's older me. Younger me was like, ah!
Listen.
I feel like failure, sometimes you have to hit rock bottom, and sometimes the over helpers and over givers can be in the way, because God can want something to hit rock bottom so he can grow them, so he can renew them, so he can give them a different way of thinking and living and feeling, and you know, in their spirit and stuff. And so sometimes failure is good. Sometimes you have to, and it's hard because you love the person.
Yeah.
But sometimes you have to get to a point where it's like, I love you so much that I'm gonna let you fall on your butt, and I'm gonna let God handle it. And as scary that as that may be, it's what works. It's you know,
it's necessary.
It's necessary. It's the plan. It's what God wants, and no one will ever know or learn or work for anything if it's something is always handled. If they know something's always handled, then there's no reason to stress. There's no reason to go in grind mode. There's no reason to heal and deal with inside, because they know something or someone is going to, you know, fix that or be there for it. So I think that, you know,
Wish I'd have known that so much money ago.
so
Girl.
Like,
So
you
much
ever-
money ago.
I do wish. I knew how to be. I wish I knew how to be a giver like you guys and not newly approaching it. But you know, everybody's gifted with different things.
We're coming to the middle, both of us.
Yeah, I think
from
that
our side,
balance.
you're coming from your side,
Yeah.
and we're meeting in the middle.
Yeah, because
We're
I'm like,
learning.
wow, that's great. Okay, no. But now I'm like, wow, that's great. And I have to literally reprogram my mind, because I'm like, okay, I don't want to be, you know, like that.
Yeah.
Or I don't want to live selfishly or think, you know what I mean? Like, you know, if you really love someone, love and selfish can't be in the same room, I feel like.
Yeah.
Or if it is, it's how you go about it, because
Yeah.
you can still love someone and it's okay for you to have a selfish
Yeah, you
moment
can
with
still
yourself.
you can be still filling yourself and promoting yourself and loving yourself. It's just the selfishness where it has no regard for anybody. Selfishness is no regard for anybody.
Yeah.
But, and I think sometimes we get that mixed up. We think we're being selfish when we're trying to sow into ourselves. Like, especially as mom, okay, this is going to be my moment. No, you cannot come in this room right now. No, don't call my name. Yes, I am going to be left alone. We act like that's selfish, but it's not. That's filling ourselves back up so that we can be whole when we're operating.
Remember what I said, guys, in my previous video? Self-care the spirit and self-care the temple. But I think that wraps up this episode of Showtime Radio Podcast. I hope you guys enjoyed yourself, because I'm pretty sure we enjoyed ourselves. Thank you for my guest that came on, that will be on again.
Oh, we got a back.
So make sure you leave a comment. This is a positive channel, so leave something positive. If you have a similar experience, if you want to know something, or if you just enjoyed the podcast itself, please leave a comment down below. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, smash that notification button, and share this video out. Until next time, guys. Bye.